goodness, it is going to be such a great time. The holidays are here, and I just feel like everybody who's just down in the dumps just feel like they're not shining enough. Just make sure to remind yourself that you're shining like a diamond right now. You're a diamond not in a rough, but like a diamond in the sky, because you shine so bright. Yes.
Just take me away. With you, I wanna be with you. Just with you, just with you. I wanna be with you. Just with you, just take me away. With you, I wanna be with you.
Alright. Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Daystar voyage with your cosplaying hostess with the mostest and the glamour melanin anomaly, Miss Kyoko Cane. On this channel and everywhere else on my vlogs and blogs, I talk about what's going on with an animation media for family entertainment, nostalgia, and also anime too as such for that matter. And I know I may be pretty much coming at you with this with a smile on my face, but I'm so glad that 2025 is coming here because New Year's coming up. Happy holidays to everyone out there, and you know, it's gonna be so much going on with like this December. And also, right now, welcome to the very first ever Disneycember! Woo! Yes! I'm so excited to get onto this Disneycember because I have so much packed up within my notes. Right about now, I would like to discuss about pretty much one cartoon on Disney's celebrating its Disney 40th anniversary of this year, which is pretty much dedicated to my heart that I discussed around October, called The Ghost and Mcgee. Cue it! Yes, this beautiful and endearing sitcom, comedy, dark humorous show has pretty much captured everybody else's heart, has made a really great fandom. Love y'all lots to the moon and back also. And as beauty and all. Mcgee, such an eccentric, beautiful, great character. I would like to just pretty much show great love to. But I do feel like a lot of times in which like, regardless of its big fandom compared to anywhere else from like Amphibia and the Owl House, I'm gonna get to those topics in another video as such. I do feel like Mcgee and also the rest of the sitcoms such as Kip and Haley's on it, Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur, and also Big City Greens are in their own lane as such, and they're much more passive and fluently successful compared to its like two story-driven like shows. Now, let's get down to this video of why I say this, because we're gonna get down to this in a moment. So the introduction to Ghost and Mcgee, starring with your hostess, Kyoko Cane. Let's go. To understand, I did talk about Mcgee during like my October appreciation for the series as a whole during like Halloween season. But I just want to talk about what makes Mcgee so important is because the cast and characters are so fleshed out to the point where like, everybody had the time to be able to like share the spotlight in certain occasions and certain scenarios fit well with like the morals of the show, and also how pretty much each episode has like certain characters just be able to just like letting the characters shine about certain aspects, be it from like certain topics such as trends nowadays, be it from like main character syndrome, and also be able to just like having heavy topics just as is in its own lane in which like pretty much appreciated by all fans all around. Why I say this because basically it's like an episodic show, much like toward Moon Girl, Kip, and also Big City Greens. And when you think about those three shows, you think of like those being episodic shows in which like people can just actually jump in and basically not know what's going on. I did that research because there's like a lot of YouTube videos that discuss about that, and also one particular I'll pretty much put on a link down below. That's a really good one. I did feel like Mcgee is like one of those shows in which like it's really good. Like the comedy is so top notch and peak, especially when you have such as a person who's been like a veteran. I think Dan Schneider, the voice of Master Shake, who voices like the ghost during like the main characters in the show, who befriends like the girl named Mcgee, who's like cursed to live with like the girl and be like her commandant and friend throughout the whole series, and they learn about everything else throughout the whole Brighton, the main setting of the show. It's so funny because every time this dude, the ghost named Scratch, he's also still in the show because the way he delivers his lines, the way he's just so poignant and just like funny and so ham-fisted to like a good degree with his lines. and that every last character and fan who enjoys the show or newcomer as such could just feel like the good humorous vibe towards this character. Be it from good humor, be it from dark humor, which like, the show has a lot from that too also, which like you venture on like the implications to like where Scratch comes from, and also his scenarios, and also the ghost dimension, which I previously talked about in my previous video on Dear in October. And also how pretty much certain humans can be able to just like go in and out of their body, like their souls being sucked out, being transformed into a ghost and such. It goes there though, it goes there. In like a really like Beetlejuice-esque all real monsters. If you're like a Nickelodeon fans of like horror and dark comedy and also humor for that matter back in the 90s, you'll get it too. You have some of that in like Ghost and Mcgee too also. Molly Mcgee is really awesome when it comes down to synopsis and art style and also introduction. The art style, I'm gonna get into it in a moment. The art style, I feel it's like teetering towards like when you think about old shows back in like the early 2000s. You get like Nickelodeon-ish, but like in a Disney format. Ghost and Molly Mcgee is one of those type of shows in which like they really did comment towards every last age, even like from young adult to kids to adolescents, and also young adults could be able to vibe with the show, and they could too just enjoy it with the family and just press that remote button, just jump right into the show without it being story driven like the rest of the popular toxic fandoms out there. But that's more of another topic video I will get into in a moment. But right now, I do feel like Ghost and Molly Mcgee is really a good show. And it's really pretty much appreciated like everybody else though. But I would say this. I wish we had like basically like the Molly Mcgee family just venture on, have their own like show or spin-off, and which like what happens to like afterwards. Spoiler alert if you want to pause this video and just want to finish the video and whatnot, or the series. I wish that we get to see some of like the future characters in like their own realms, trying to be able to just like grow up, which I feel like that could be saved for another series as such, once like the show had officially finished during like I think years ago. I did feel like I wish that we could see like the Mcgee and also the citizens of Brighton just do like a pre-time skip in which like how things are going like Brighton, because this one aspect in the show that they did try to venture on was like the gentrification aspect. And I understand this because like there were heavy topics in the show such as like poverty, being like your house being closed down, or being like dare I say eviction as such. Heavy topics such as depression, anxiety, also being like the new kid in town, just jumping into like trying to get to know people and being like ostracized and such during like the first episode of Molly Mcgee. I did feel like it really had some heavy home topics that hit home for the rest of the kids. In case like you're not spending home with like the family and you have to be chosen, have to have a chosen family, or trying to just like venture onto the whole world, and that it's not easy out there nowadays. Like inflation's up, it's like hard to get groceries nowadays, which I can relate to as such because working in grocery stores and fast food is not it at all. And I feel like the Molly Mcgee's mom, who also been a cook as such, I can relate to her on that topic too also. And also a lot of characters, if you vibe with me, if you're understanding. But yes, I do feel like the characters in the Ghost and Molly Mcgee are really relatable as such. More than the particular character that I do such feel I'm related to as such is Libby Stein. I think Libby Stein as such. I'll put the poster in just in case. She is like one character in which like, I just vibe with her as such. She is so introverted, so dedicated, and so quirky, and so like book smart, and just all around just shy girl aesthetic-ish. Yeah, she's her at that matter. I feel like we don't get enough appreciation towards Libby, and I feel like when it comes to like fandoms like this who are pretty much in the middle, because like I said, it's an episodic show. It's not story driven such as like Amphibia or Star Versus or Owl House. I do feel like it's like in this its own lane of like comfort of trying to just like be able to just like in its own lane. If you catch my drift though, it's not too like just wait in there like the next popular thing you have to just cosplay or just get clout for or just be in like a certain circle because you're being ostracized. People are welcome in like the fandom of Molly Mcgee because like it's so like sit back and just not be part of the story driven aspect of the show in the shipping discourse, which I do feel like the Molly Mcgee fandom has no shipping discourse whatsoever, which is a good thing because there's a lot of dang shows nowadays that seem to just like decay and rot like a freaking dang vegetable out in the sun. like the story-driven shows that I just listed above, and I just feel like Modern Mcgee is not one of them at all whatsoever. So I'm so glad for that. However, I do want spin-offs and also shows in which like the story of the Modern Mcgee family and have a proper epilogue that we got from season 2. And oh my goodness, it's just like there's so much good going for like the Ghost of Molly McGee. That's so much like for the good and also the great and the beautiful and the bad and the ugly. Which I'm gonna try to get to the bad and the ugly when it comes down to it's like if it were to have season 3 and was like I said the time skip thing or the scenario that could pretty much come into the fray too also. I feel like what's made Molly McGee one of its most greatest aspects and one of its greatest like pieces that fit into like why people relate to the characters and also let certain characters be fleshed out. The cultural and ethnic and dare I say autistic representation soars so much to the point where like it's great, it's authentic, it's natural, not like the rest of the dang ham-fits and stuff that's seen nowadays and like the story-driven shows in nowadays. I do feel like Molly McGee, that's why it made Molly McGee so special, like I said in like my previous October theme video, in which it did show that the cultural and ethnic representation was so great. I'm gonna get to the autism spectrum over that matter. There's like a really good, dare I say it? There's like a really good autistic representation video. I'm gonna click down below that's recommended by Sunnyland Productions, who did a really great aspect about the character of June Chen, which I'm gonna get to that, upload that in a minute and get to fixing on that. He really did touch on aspects about the autistic representation within the show, such as Daryl McGee being focused due to his ADHD, which is really prominent, and it actually showed and not actually told people like a rest of the day shows that I pretty much looked up and did interviews and research on. But Daryl McGee and also June Chen, also characters. This is also scientific and intelligent person compared to Daryl McGee. I do feel like June Chen is like on the Asperger's spectrum because she's also scientific, also knowledgeable at how she does things, and also very meticulous. And I do relate to the characters because I too am autistic myself, and I do have ADHD, and sometimes I can be a little bit too overwhelmed of myself, and sometimes I like different things compared to other people, and sometimes I become so unfocused on many aspects. So yes, props for the creators of doing their research on that too, which is really great, and I commend them for doing that too also. Really great on y'all guys. Bill Roth and the duo also too. The duo creators, yes, props on that too also. Now the cultural and ethnic representation. You all know Molly McGee and also the McGee family are pretty much Thai and Irish mixed, I think, which I've been doing my research on rewatching the show. They did really discover like flesh out all the characters in which like they did like the cultural representation so great. Especially I like this one episode in which like they did make like an episode on the Thai representation within the show, and goodness gracious, look at this. I did my research, and it also did say that one of the creators and also workers did a great prospect of the show. Matt Brody, the creator of Amphibia, worked on that episode of Molly McGee, and also did the Thai representation shows such as the culture, the food, the cuisine, and also the certain holidays that take place within that episode. And it really did a great aspect with that. Along with the Jewish representation within like the Ghost of Molly McGee with Libby Torres Stein, who's also Jewish descent too also. And when you see like the episodes related to those, you see like Libby lighting like the dreidel, playing with the dreidels, and also making like the candelabra, basically the little candle. Evening, everyone out there, and to all out there in the world, and happy holidays. I apologize for that cutaway because we had to go light speed into space for this segment right here because it's about the end of the video, and right about now I have other stuff to do in life that matters. But yes, I hope everyone has a great one and enjoying the video so far, and thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribing for that matter. Positively for that matter. Just want to let you know I really did enjoy doing this video and editing it also, which I'm also doing right now. I did feel like Libby with the Jewish culture within the Ghost and Molly McGee really served a lot throughout the whole series and painted its way towards like having great cultural and ethnic representation and fleshing out each and last characters like cultural and orientation of who they are culturally, to be able to know that they could be able to share with friends and family and inspire and give inspiration and thanks to their own heritage in certain episodes that involve with it. I, for one, did feel like Molly McGee was like a 10/10 across the board when doing this, and it just truly shows that creators did a great appreciation and give aspirations to everyone else out there who hasn't been able to just share their culture or don't know who they are truly, or being born in a certain area, or having to move out because of just like having to be able to just not fit in at all, just like I said previously. I really did felt like they did a really good job of letting Matt Brody take over the script and do like the whole narrative of what it is to have like Thai culture in your own genes, and not being able to like know your true ethnicity or be fully fledged or learning a language that's so new to you, regardless of Disney's media portraying like different cultures and ethnicity. But I feel like Molly McGee was one of those rare occasions and shows that actually gave like proper thanks towards like a heritage that's just been pretty much under the sheets now, or just washed under the rug, because they did really serve in this episodes, 2 episodes to be exactly, with Libby's Jewish heritage and also Molly McGee's Thai heritage for that matter. And it truly, and the creators did a really great, well-rounded like knowledge of how to be able to gravitate to other fans and also viewers and also families throughout, to be able to show that a lot of the ethnicities can be different throughout the whole world, and that you can be able to just share that with other people. Back in the day where Disney had those a lot of those PRs and like different world cultural days, and also sharing like different foods, cuisines, and also the traditions and heritages and also holidays. I swear, to give a shot of water every single time I say heritage. It's so funny. But anyway, yes. Now I got that out of the way. I do feel so thankful to watch the Ghost of Molly McGee, and now rewatching it, I just feel like we should show a lot more support nowadays towards Molly McGee. Why? Because it's one of those traditional great episodic shows in which like, you can just jump right in there. But however, it can get a little bit dark humorous and then like darker at certain aspects of the show. If you actually pay attention to, like towards like the story driven aspects of it all, not story driven like wise though, like story driven specifically. But I do feel like if we were to have like a spin-off or a sequel in which like the Brighton citizens and also Molly McGee's family and everyone else did a time skip, I do feel like we could have like a movie or show support to like let the creators jump back into the fray of like letting them know that we never had like a proper plot hole that pretty much got unsolved, was when the point where like the Davenport Empire, Molly McGee's friend Andrea, basically was bought out from Bismarck. And that is something that could be a proper villainous, in which like Scratch and Molly can just team up against Bismarck to be able to just like back off or ward Bismarck from buying out Brighton. But Lord forbid, if we ever get like a spin-off sequel, we could be able to just venture into that part or topic. But anyway, I hope you have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Let me know, comment down below. Be nice, don't hate, appreciate. And thank you so much for joining us on the Daystar voyage with Kyoko Cane. Yes, thank you so much, and have a great day and good night wherever you are in the world. Peace out.